Hey, I wanted to record a sort of updated part 2 version of a video that I made before about my prisms and filters and generally the techniques that I use for my creative work. I'm going to start by saying again that the main thing for me is experimentation. So I'm always going to try out new things. There is no really short answer, like what is the filter that you're using? I use multiple physical lens filters, found objects, as well as editing. That's the gist of my personal style. But I will show you what I currently have with me, my little collection. Some of these things are bought, some are just random objects. I really feel like you can find a lot of really fun natural prisms and filters in your environment, wherever you are, and it makes it even more special when you're shooting through things that are a part of your current life. But yeah, I'm going to show you what I have, and maybe it'll make you feel inspired to try out things that are around you. As some of you know, I have been traveling a lot in the past year, so I had to change what I have with me a little bit, and it also puts the emphasis on finding new things. Like this glass, for example, is from this Airbnb that I'm staying at currently. So yeah, I'm in Italy at the moment and it's a fairly rainy day, so not the best for showing you this, but I think it'll still be fine. Generally using prisms works the best when you have a lot of light on sunny days, because you are obstructing the lens a little bit, so you are gonna be getting slightly lower quality. But okay, I'm going to start with showing you these Cokin filters. I can put the numbers in the description. They all have little numbers in the corner here. There's tons of them. They are vintage and you can find them on eBay. And I have a few more, but I always carry them with me in my pockets, and so these are all the ones I could find right now. And yeah, there's just loads of them. They have all kinds of different effects, and you can use them as filters, like a part of your lens. They are also big enough. I wanted to show you. So this is my Canon 60, and they are big enough for like a 50mm lens. And I have like I don't have it with me right now, but I have this little mount as well. Like Cokin does this mount that you can put in front of your lens. But I do use my iPhone, I use my 60. And here we have Cokin Varicolors. They're also Cokin filters, but they're pretty interesting and they're pretty hard to find. They're quite rare. And you'll see different color depending on the angle you're holding the filter at. So that's pretty cool. And also I don't mind having like fingerprints on them because it just adds diffusion. And so that one was pink to blue and this one's yellow to blue. And I showed you this one in my previous video, but I still have it with me here, and as you can see it's very dirty, so you get a lot of diffusion, so I'm not going to clean it literally until I can't see through it. So there we go, and you can hold it at a different angle as well and you get slightly different color. Yeah, I'll put the name of that in the description as well. So basically, yeah, some of these things you can buy and some are just random things. So a random thing is this kind of foil, which I really like using. It's like a packaging sort of, cellophane. I gathered a couple more types as well. I really like those colored ones. I mean, this is like a craft material. They're really fun and they show up with all kinds of different colors. But if you can't find that, this is just pretty random. You can use bits of packaging, this, I think this is something that like a t-shirt would come in, just plastic, and it doesn't really give any color, but it's still really cool for diffusion and softness to soften the overall look of what you're filming or for the photo. And again, this is big enough for a proper lens too. Here, again, different kind of packaging, slightly less transparent, so you have to only use like a part of it. It can be quite ghostly, and you can use anything. You want to look for transparency, basically. Here, again, I think I showed you this in my previous video, but I don't think I showed you the name. These are just like little random filters I found in a local shop in Brighton, in the UK. They're by Vivitar, 58mm 3p. And this is a perfect size for my 50mm lens. And here's the same one, but it's called 3R. Okay. Here we have a Tiffen Pro Mist filter. It's just basically adds diffusion. You're not really going to be able to see it now on this kind of day because there's no sources of light, but it makes the light very soft. Here are my cubes. They are again kind of random objects. This one's bigger, and yeah, depending on how you angle it, it will come up with different colors. And this one is a mini cube, which really only pretty much works for iPhone because it's so tiny, but it's really great to just have on you at all times. Here's a Spectrum Effects motion filter. Very cool. Here we have like a piece of film that I found in a charity shop in Brighton. You can see it's 25p, and it works as a great kind of a pink filter too. You can move around. It's just, yeah, it's really great. Here you can use your sunglasses. It's very subtle, but again, it will give you a little bit of a diffusion, a little bit of a gentle pink hue, or even normal sunglasses, although these are polarizing, can work quite well as a filter. You know, when you don't have anything else with you, you can use your sunglasses. Every Airbnb that I'm in, I like to look for interesting glasses and anything that I could use as a filter. So I found this one, as you can see, it becomes like a circular filter. It's pretty cool. And yeah, I think in one of my previous reels I also showed you that sometimes I use vapor rub. Vaseline is probably better, but I always have vapor rub at home or with me, so you can just smear it on something, ideally something that you can clean easily. So I'd do it on those kind of filters to just increase diffusion and kind of create a bit of a motion filter type of thing. It does smell pretty minty, so not always the best. But yeah, I hope this helps you to figure out what you can use in your environment and experiment.